So, my name is Amma Thanasanti, and I'm sitting in my garden, which is just right outside my front door. And I have been just very aware that right now we're in a very challenging time, and for many people, the tools that we have in meditation are not ones that we have easily access to because of the levels of anxiety that we're experiencing in our nervous system. So I want to share with you a couple of tools that I have learned and invite you on a guided meditation. This guided meditation you can do in your home, wherever you are. So first of all, wherever you are, I invite you just to take a moment and look around in the space. If you're in your home, just look around and notice what you notice. And now I'd like you to just take a moment and notice what's absent in this space. Notice the absence of scary people. Notice the absence of scary animals. Notice the absence of things that are scaring. And as you notice the absence, just watch what happens to your nervous system if your shoulders relax, if your jaw relaxes a fraction. If your breath deepens and slows down a little bit. Just notice. Now, I'd like to invite you to let your eyes rest on something that is lovely, beautiful, comforting, fills you with joy. And as you let your eyes rest, just let the joy, the comfort, the ease in. And again, notice what happens to the tension behind your eyes, to the muscles in your jaw, to your breath, to your shoulders, to your posture. And I'd like to invite you to join me on a journey into Armstrong Redwoods. It's a place that I know well. I spent a lot of time in it. And it's about an hour and a half drive from where I am right now. And so together we go there. And we walk into this redwoods. And the sun is shining and it's coming through the canopy in dappled light. And there are so many trees all around. Young ones, well-established ones, ancient ones. And there's a waterfall that runs through this grove and a stream. And there's rocks, and some of the trees are hollowed out, and they've got this opening that's big enough to crawl inside of them. So I invite you to find a tree that is a perfect tree for you, situated in the way that feels most easeful, near the waterfall, near the stream, whether you're in one of the hollows or near it, whether you're by some nice big rocks, or whether you just feel most comfortable in the dappled sunlight sprawled out on the soft, spongy earth beneath you. So find your tree and find your way of being connected to that tree, leaning up against it, standing up against it, inside it, lying in front of it. And as you lean in to the tree or into the ground, if your eyes feel easeful to close down, I invite them to now. There's a little bit of breeze in this grove, and the air is sweet. And these ancient ones, 800 years old, 1,000 years old, 1,200 years old, there's one that's 1,400 years old, are standing strong, grounded, and yet resilient as they sway in the wind. The canopy is moving above you in the wind, the gentle breeze. And it is easy to breathe this sweet air. And as you breathe out, you notice what happens in your body as you breathe out. If there's more ease, more relaxation, more spaciousness behind your eyes, softening in your jaw, softening at the base of your neck.
I know, but send it to me again. How long is your walk with me today?
And there's other people that are in this grove, and some of them are walking and talking. And you can imagine that in this grove with you are all of the people that you care most deeply about. And everyone has their own tree that they're up against. And there's a feeling of closeness, even though there isn't talking or physical contact, just being together in this sacred space. And as you lean in, you notice more and more of your body relaxing, your shoulders relaxing. You can feel the fullness of your belly and your torso, your hips. You can feel your legs softening. And as you are relaxing, there's just this sense of trust, of being in this sacred space with these ancient ones and their presence all around you. That this right now is not a time for you to do anything, to have to get something or get rid of something. It's just relaxing in the sweetness of the air, to hear the wind moving through the grove, and to trust in the wisdom and the strength and the resiliency of these ancient ones. Now, when I was living in Australia, I learned from the Aboriginal elders different ways of being in relationship with life. trees, with rocks, with the ground. And I learned that the trees are generous, but they're not at all intrusive. And so sometimes when I would lean up against a tree and notice what it was that I needed and asked for it, occasionally I could be open and receive a gift that was an answer to my need. And so as you are here now, leaned up against that tree, or at the foot of that tree, just notice what it is that you need. And as you name it and invite it in, be open to see if there is a way that you can receive a gift from the tree in response. Now, one of the things about redwoods is that they do not have a taproot. They've got shallow roots, and those roots extend for hundreds of meters. And they are entangled with the trees that are hundreds of meters away. So if your tree is very rich in a particular mineral, like manganese, and a tree many hundreds of meters away in that particular spot at that moment is deficient, it can share the excess on the roots. And just like when we breathe out, the tree takes the CO2 of our out-breath and takes it in, turns it into sweet, fresh air. And we breathe that sweet, fresh air in. It isn't an effort to breathe in and to breathe out. And so one of the learnings that we have of the resiliency of these ancient ones, in addition to their being rooted and relaxed and flexible enough to sway in the wind, is that they are connected and share what they have more than they can use. Sometimes when your body relaxes enough, you can feel your attention leaning into awareness rather than sensations or feelings or thoughts or moods and emotions. And that awareness is vast, is big enough to hold all of the things that we feel, that we notice, that we experience. And in that awareness, we are connected to everyone we love. There is no separation. There is no isolation. And different things can happen. We can have impact, but that impact is held in awareness. There can be sounds of people walking by, and those sounds are held in awareness. So just tune into your body, how it feels now. The shape you are taking now. The sensations of the cloth against your skin now. And I invite you to come back into the awareness of the room, the space that you are in right now. And as you do this, just notice the quality of your attention and how there still can be the option of leaning into awareness. And that sense of closeness with all the people that you love does not need to leave you when you come back into your own space. And the support of the earth underneath us, the trees around us, the wisdom of all of the cultures and the people and the ancient ones that have withstood adversity does not go away when we shift our focus into the current room that we are in. So feel your body now, and again, open your eyes and look around and notice what you notice. Notice what's the same. Notice what's different. And as we transition back into our day, we can take the simple and perennial wisdom of these ancient ones with us, of doing everything we know to stay rooted and grounded, to relax with the winds of change, and that our real strength is in our connection and being able to share with one another. So I offer this at this time. May you be well. May we all be well.